Alrighty. Excellent. Ta-da. Alright, we can do this. Oh, one more thing. This is the magic. Forgot I had these in. This is how kind of real I'm gonna be right now. So today I have my last day of school luncheon with the teachers. Got a new dress, which I super love, and I have curled my hair in that new kind of function type of thing that I've been talking about the last episode. Thank God nobody's here yet. Oh, 15 people. Everybody's on. All right, so let's see if I can tilt you just a little bit more. There we go. Ta-da. All right, so here it is. It's the hair. You pull it out. And ta-da. And that's how I've been doing my hair. That's it. All right. Good morning. Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 77. How we've made it through 77 of these, I'll never know. You are joining me here in Rockville, Maryland. It is not as much of a heat wave as it has been, which is nice. You know, it's just been, yeah, way too hot recently, and I'm not a fan. So I will be done school as of Friday, and I'm so excited. I'll be able to pour so much more time into the shop as I want to. And yeah, it's very exciting. Summer break for teachers is just wonderful. So I'm just very, very jazzed about that. Nope, don't like that. Doing it again. I am drinking coffee today. I haven't gotten through my first cup, but if you were watching the Instagram stories, you will have seen that I covered it with marshmallows, which is delicious. They are no longer there, they melted. But it's just coffee. Ah, Kay! Kay in her brand new house. Good morning, Kay, and welcome. We're so excited for you. So I'm just drinking coffee, and it's wonderful. And, you know, honest to God truth here, I didn't bring in the mug by myself. My husband went food shopping and took a picture and was like, oh, I like these. And I'm like, I like them too. What are we gonna do about that? And he's like, well, I guess we could start a collection. Yes. So I teased it the other day. I'm sure a lot of people have already seen these. This is the Been There, not the, there's another collection that I can't think of right now. But Been There, specific collection. And so this is the back, and turn it around to the front. It's so cute. You Are Here. That's it, the You Are Here collection. So I loved the little drawings. My artistic heart loves it. Yes, Amy has the same one. She guessed it. Someone guessed Boston and then changed their vote to DC. And I was like, yep, DC. Robert got it right away. But yeah, so we have this little DC mug. We've done quite a few different trips to DC now with our family coming in, and yeah, it's a nice memory. Not that we've technically lived there, but yes, we got a little DC mug, and I just love it. I just think it's so cute. And I don't know, aesthetically, I like the amount of mug to the amount of radius. I don't know. I'm a weird child. What are we gonna do with me? Anyway, I didn't write show notes because I decided to just pull right in. So let me see if I can remember it all. One, there is a swapless swap going on in my group. I've always heard Kay talking about these and I didn't really understand them, and now I'm in one. So what's gonna happen is that there will be about 10 colors. Some will be brand new, some will be from like best of from my shop. but none of the ones that are in the swapless swap should be in the minis kit. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to make sure that you have something different if you order all of the mini sets that I'm doing right now. I'm doing 5 different sets, and I've released 2. To everyone, your diagonales are getting finished up today, and then they'll be shipped out by Friday. So thank you for your patience. I'm so sorry they're taking me so long. I didn't have any time to dye on Friday, and we did just get back, and I've had school the last 2 days. So thank you for your patience, and I'm working on it, and they will be up and out and wonderful. Those sold out all in one day, which was really exciting because anything off the trolley didn't sell out in one day. That took until this last update to sell out, but my heart is happy that they will all have happy homes now. I've also been working up some of your Hogwarts house kits. Super excited about that. I do have 2 of the original Gryffindor kits, so the exact photo that you see can be the exact kit that I send out. Some people have been ordering them on matte or on sparkle, etc. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that I do have the 2 original Gryffindor kits, and if that's exactly what you want, then I can send that out the same day, basically. So I'm going to stop doing this. It's weird. So there's a swapless swap going on right now. Cows have ended. We're in the Christmas in July knit along right now. I'm sorry I didn't get to podcast last week. There was a trunk show the next day. So it was just far too much to have going on, and I was very, very busy trying to get everything packed and ready and labeled and loaded, and I think I was even scanning up yarn that I had dyed the night before on a whim, so now there's 2 new colorways that just hit the shop. Well, sorry, didn't just hit the shop, that hit the trunk show, are gonna get photographed today, and then we'll hit the shop. But yeah, it's been a whirlwind. The trunk show, I'll talk about it more later, but it was wonderful. I did actually break even, so yes. I mean, it doesn't sound like a huge win to some people, but for me it is, as long as I can keep my head above water right now because I'm so brand new. I consider that a giant win. What else? So Christmas in July knit along. People have been sending prizes, which I'm about to show you. Yeah, I think that's all the admin. Tristan's here. Good morning, Tristan. So I've got 2 admin. Awesome. You guys can take care of anybody who pops in that's not nice. You can take care of them for me. All right, so first up from Lori. I want to get this right. Arkansas Yarn Co. Yes. So I got this adorable little one. We'll do Mr. Postman first. Is there anything happier than Jingle Bells? I mean, I can. So Arkansas Yarn Co. And I'm double checking. I believe I'm right. Yeah, Lori. Awesome. So thank you, Lori, for your prize. We are so excited. And by we, I mean everybody watching right now. Look at this. Look at the cuteness. It's, oh my word. I cannot even. So I'm going to flip it over so you can see the back. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Top. And a little jingle bell. Ah! I think the jingle bell is one of my favorite things. So this is a 7525 merino nylon stellina, 219 yards. So it's a 50-gram mini with 50 or I'm gonna say a 20-gram tossed in, so 75 total is my guess. And she's got a little note about like how you should not hand wash indie dyed yarn in hot water, or you kind of asking for your stuff to bleed because you've physically broken the bond. There is a little color catcher that she has provided for the person who wins this, so that when they wash their socks, they have a little color catcher, but they should still do it in cold water. And then, yeah, it's you know, the mail beats it up a little bit, but Arkansas Yarn Co. Those speckles are just stunning. And then there's 2 And you can never have enough tape measures. So the winner gets a tape measure, and I get a tape measure. I love tape measures. I haven't opened mine yet because I didn't want to like spoil it for, I don't know, like forget. Anyway, I'm sharing it. Thank you, Lori, for my tape measure. I will absolutely be using this. I do it in all of my sweater bags because I'm constantly like, did I get that last inch? Did I do it? I'm the worst. The minute it hits the last like 6 inches of a sweater, I measure it like every 5 rows, even though there's no way 5 rows could be 10 inches or whatever. It's comical. But yes, so thank you so much for your gorgeous prize. I am going to put it, I'm actually gonna bag it. I have little plastic bags. So I'm gonna bag the yarn and the pieces and the marker, and I'm gonna put that aside for one of the prizes. So far I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think about 7 prizes. Guys, I feel like every other person in the finishing thread could win something. How exciting would that be? Oh, that tastes so good. Why does it taste so good? It's gonna be gone soon. That's why I'm sad. Okay, so again, wanting to make sure I have this right. Laura has made a bag for you, and it's massive. Look at this. Oh my word. These little Santas are just, well, one, they're too cute. They're just so happy. And coming with, so this is Knit for Brains, Laura. Wait, I think I just saw her. Did I just see her name? Maybe I didn't. When did I maybe she commented on something earlier. Okay, anyway, so Laura sent over some stitch markers and an adorable little DPN cozy to go with it, and a bag to go with that. So this whole prize will be put aside as well. Thank you, Laura, who is Knit for Brains, by the way. Knit for Brains. That's why I'm like recognizing her. Like I know that name. And she's Knit for Brains on YouTube as well. Oh, so cute. And that's Alicia is with her on the podcast, I believe. I want to make sure I'm right. But yeah. Ta-da! So cute. Switching the camera to doing a front facing, I feel like my zoom is so much better. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I do. So yes, ta-da! We've gotten, I'm gonna like gently put all of this back in its little package because I don't want to lose anything. So just give me a hot second. Okay, safe. Oh, beauteous. I'll put those aside. I'm still working on my Christmas bit. I have not added anything to my socks, but they'll just say hi. Alrighty, and oh my word. Oh my word. So, Laura of the Tiny Human Knits podcast. I love this girl. I love this girl. I can't even. So, I don't know if you've seen these before, but if you've been following for a while, and by a while I mean like a year, if you've been following for a year, you will have seen these Notions pouches that were handmade, custom-made bags, handmade by Tiny Human Knits, and then she does this amazing embroidery on there. Oh my word. Oh my word. Oh my word. They're amazing. Oh my gosh, they are wonderful. There's all the words. They're stunning. And I mean, I've had mine. I have like it's a red and silver one, and it's got little snowflakes on it. It's beautiful. But I mean, this fabric has my name written all over it. All over it. And then there's cats in stockings, which is just too cute. This one, oh my gosh, like a little forest. So cute. Just tap that down. And then, oh, the mint. If you have a minty heart. So pretty. And then she does all of this hand stitched. Pretty sure. Amazing. They're beautiful, and they're knit Notions. So you just put all your stuff in there, like your tape measures, your crochet hook to save your stitches, your stitch markers, your bag of tea, your emergency Tylenol. That's what I do a lot because kids give headaches. I'm almost done. I'm so close to being done. Actually, I have no more classes. I am done. But I have to fix my grades for pre-K to second grade because the lettering system wasn't clear, and I'm brand new to the system as well as everyone else is, so we're still figuring it out. And it's a college system for a grade school, which is annoying, so now I have to go back and change all of my E's to double E's because why? I don't know. Because I do. So I think it's gonna take like a pot of coffee or a bottle of something and just deal with those by tomorrow. That's what I'm gonna do, because everything needs to be due by Friday, so I'm trying to get it done earlier. But I also want to podcast. So yes, these amazing ones. Laura, and I want to say like just moved, but not really just. It's been probably a little bit now, because I was binge watching all of her episodes in a row. To me, it was very recently that she just moved, but I don't think it's been that recent, really. Anyway, with these gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous business cards, can you even? Her bags are stunning, but the business cards, I don't know, something about succulents just makes me really happy. And then this one is called Written Instructions, and it was a gift, and I get to keep it, and I'm so excited. I don't know if it's going to be a shawl or socks, but it is. Oh, it's just so pretty. I'm so excited. Like, I can't. So if you are also in love with this skein, the name is Written Instructions. It's 400 meters, and it's an 80-20. Yeah, I was gonna guess 80-20. It's so, so, so plush. And I'm just thinking it would mix so beautifully with like a raspberry currant type of color, or like my umbrage color, or my Hagrid color, or a creamy color. It's so pretty. It has so much potential, and I'm so excited about it. But she's not even just one level of nice. She's multiple levels of nice. So my wonderful Halloween heart just squealed when this little guy walked in. So it looks like a carnival to me, like a Halloween carnival, with the side of the tent striped up and stuff, and it's just got all these adorable little creatures on there, and it's got like little jack-o'-lanterns on the bottom. So if you are excited about a bag like this, I would keep an eye on her shop. She does bags. It's Tiny Human Knit, so you'll know it's hers by the tag, which I love it when the makers tag their bags. I actually, speaking of tags, I just found, well, it says Meg Myers because my friend got it for me like when I was still dating Patrick, so I don't have any Megan Regan handmade by Megan Regan tags yet, but I was thinking of maybe trying to get some of those like little leather ones, like little brown leather ones that could go like on the lip of something. I started on Amazon. I looked a little on Etsy. I'm not really sure what a good price is. So if anyone has any recommendations or ideas, if you could either comment in the side or preferably comment down below, because those comments go right to my phone. Yeah, I'm in the mark. I really do want like an MR or something. That would be for my new married name. But I do have a ton of sew-in Meg Myers tags. There we go. And I'm thinking of putting them on the inside of my sister-in-law's hats for Christmas. Because what else am I gonna do with them? But anyway, this bag is amazing, and I was holding my skein in there. It's actually, they kind of go together, which possibly is how she got the idea. I don't know. It's so, they're so pretty, so pretty. Thank you so much. I adore her. I adore her. And then, so I ordered, well, okay. So I thought I ordered the Yarn and Charm Club from Harry Potter. But I think when I got there, the only thing that was possibly left was the Yarn Club, or Molly was talking about the yarn. I know she was talking about it on her podcast, and I went over and I ordered it. But I don't know. Since I've done the Yarn and Charm Club multiple times, I was very sure that's what I was getting. It was not what I was getting. So I was a little bit sad when I was like, oh, there's no charms. Totally my own fault. So I did order the three different, all three that came at once. So I'm giving you your spoiler warning now. If you ordered them and you have not gotten yours yet, I will not describe them. I will just say the month. And then what else? Another thing is that I opened all 3 months because she very beautifully individually wrapped them in black bags with a month label on the outside so that you knew which month you were opening. And it's July, August, September. There was no way that I was going to be able to handle that much time waiting. No way. Absolutely not. So, yeah, I'm just trying to like lower you a little bit. I feel like you're very up high. And why are you like leaning? Why am I leaning? Why is anyone leaning? All right, try that again. No. Go that way. I am the focus. Go that way. Silly thing. All right, so I have these three. This is your spoiler warning, just so that you know. I opened all three, and I'm going to show all three. So the first one is the July 2018, and it's coming in 3, 2, 1, done. All right, so this is the July one, which is super fun. And I'm gonna, yes, I can just do that for you so that you can read it. Ta-da. So cool. Coming up next is the August. I had to think of what month came next. Wow, losing it. And this is just super duper pretty. Woo. Too far, too far, too far, too far. Hold it this way. It's just so fun. And coming up last, which I think makes total sense, is the September. And I like very much agree with it, and I love it. I mean, I love them all, and I'm very excited that I do love them all, because it is a bit of a gamble when you do this. You know, you're never sure if you're gonna love them all, but I do. That's exciting. And I'm thinking socks, maybe pattern socks. Thinking pattern socks for my August one. And plain socks for July, and socks or shawl for August. So I'm super excited about those. All right, they're gone. The spoilers are gone. You're safe again. Yes. Okay, and I'll talk about that later. Oh, dokie. Oh, I did get one more thing. I ordered Such Great Heights on Twisty Sock from Nomadic Yarns. And it does look like such a Jane Eyre, go away large truck, such a Jane Eyre type of Wuthering Heights, I don't know, color. It just, that's what it looks like to me. I love it, I appreciate it, I think it's great. It's like pinks and yeah, it's just, yeah, super pretty. So if you're a Such Great Heights fan, as in this yarn, it's peach gray, light gray or silvery, like a wine brown, and I think that's it. Anyway, it's very, very, very pretty, and I do enjoy it. I am enjoying it. So I'm excited, excuse me, I'm excited about that. Take another sip, Meg. Take more, take more. I love that you guys don't mind that I talk to myself. You know, it almost tastes like hot chocolate, which is why I think I'm enjoying it so much. The marshmallows have given it such a wonderful vibe. So I'll share my personal haul in a minute, and I'll share that in a minute too. So I want to just say this was a finished object last week, and I had 2 more finished objects. I finished the Monstrous Night, no, try again. Night Fury, there it is. I finished my Night Fury socks. I don't have them with me. I gifted them. Yeah, so I don't have those. And then I finished a pair of shell cottage that looked like this. I also gifted them. So I have the other half of the skein, which I'll show you in a second. But these were at the trunk show. They were a huge hit, and not, I don't want to say idiot, but like not thinking, I don't know, I wasn't thinking that people would instantly buy the kit off the wall. Yeah, didn't even occur to me. Kind of an idiot move. So, I did still break even, but I could have done better. These, I'm going to take a photo of these socks with the skeins, and I'm going to put them up as kit. So it will be a 100-gram skein and a 20-gram mini in red. Somebody had already custom ordered this from me, wanting a mini to go with her Dobby socks. And yeah, so I have that written down so that I don't forget. But I decided that it would be prudent to offer the kit, because clearly it was popular. So these were last week's FO, and I'm super obsessed, and I definitely need a pair for myself because these are eventually going to be for my mom. They're a little bit too big for me. I forget if I said that last week. Oh well, she better be surprised. Yeah, so I'm gonna, the minute I finish here, I'm gonna walk over to my table, I'm gonna take a bunch of photos, and then those will be popped right in because it is Christmas in July timing, and all of my Christmas colors are available. So the socks just look like this when they're hanging out. This is on a, Drew, is it a 60 stitch? It's very close. Excuse me. I think it's a 60 stitch. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. So I would say, yeah, it's a 60 stitch because I'm pretty sure I decreased at least once, maybe twice on here. So I want to say it's a 60 stitch. Will give you this patterning. I know poor Kay had a little bit of, not trouble, but a little bit of gauge issues with the doctor's ugly Christmas sweater. Like it was pooling more than it was striping, and then I told her my gauge, so she changed a few things, and then they worked. And they changed like ever so slightly, like from one end to the other, ever so slightly it changed, but it was only like fattening and thinning. So it's still striped, which I was so glad about because I was so worried for her. And then I was so worried when I handed these off to get cranked that they were not going to do what they wanted. But yeah, so excited. Yeah. So these kits, I'm going to take photos and put them up. I have restocked my closet. So I mean, like technically, since I rebought yarn, I made no money at the trunk show, but I had a really great time, and it all was a great experience, and yeah, it was just really fun. So this is the shell cottage, which I think I showed off last week, and they look like this before they're all figured out. Yeah, I absolutely love them. So shell cottage. I think 3 skeins came back with me from the trunk show, and I'm mixing it with a pickle juice toe from Knit Picks because I thought a nice neon would look great with that. You can clearly see that this is my colors. And then I have one of my charms that I got from, it's Lindsay's Simply Serving, but I believe this one was a private club color that I got with Molly's yarn, so I don't think you can buy the Pygmy Puff. I do love it. Yep. So this is a toe, and then I go over here and I pick up more and I make another toe, and then I go in the middle and I separate them, and I do cuffs, and then I measure out how long the foot needs to be, fold it, cut in, and make a heel. So these were just amazing people at the trunk show because I was like, it's afterthought everything, and they're like, it's a what? it's a picking up stitches mania. It's fun. But yeah, no, afterthought everything because they're easier to work on and tote around. And I just wound some off because I was working on my coworkers first. The music teacher at my school, Amy, is a wonderful mom. She is a kindergartner and a first grader at our school, and she's just always so kind to me, like just absolutely wonderful. Always, like gives me the not the time of day, but like always time makes time because teachers, their prep time is precious. Trying to make copies, trying to get in lesson plans, trying to hit the bathroom before the kids come in. You have 5 hours where you're not allowed to move from your classroom unless you have somebody else in there. So like she always makes time to like chat with me or like let me vent or tell me a story or like she's just wonderful. She's just a wonderful person. She always makes me laugh. She has a great sense of humor, and she is the first person at my school that I have gifted a pair of socks to. So it felt like a very momentous occasion. I also, some of you who came to the trunk show would have met my friend Becky. Becky is the current math teacher at our school, and she is absolutely wonderful as well. We went to go see Waitress together. So I didn't have a skein of yarn that I thought matched Becky, which is why she didn't get the first pair. But, and then my boss, who has always had my back with everything and is just a very like wonderful guy to work with, great dad, has 2 kids at our school as well. Anything really that I need, he's always like, all right, we'll make it work. Yeah, sure, we'll get it done. Yeah, no problem, I'll help with that. Like, he's just great with that. So the first pair of socks that I had were a little bit of a looser gauge, and I knew Pat was just going to loosen them up too fast and he wouldn't wear them as much because they would be too loose. So I decided that his needed to be a tighter gauge, and my dad doesn't wear the socks. He has trouble bending down to get the socks on. So old people problems, things that I didn't think of. So I was like, all right, well, like, what other guys are knit worthy right now? And I don't think it's going to be a recurring thing, but now he has one, like, I feel like I can leave it at that, basically. So anyway, those are where my 2 pairs went. But I guess that moves us right into whips. I've been working away at these socks. I still have a few parts to add, so you'll see them again soon. But I've really been enjoying doing them. Here is the pickle juice. It just looks like that. I didn't reskein this one, so it's getting a little flat. I do love my Stanford. I have a Stanford ball winder. I always worry it's a Stanwood ball winder, right? Guys, can somebody comment and tell me which one is right? Stanwood or Stanford? It's a Stanwood, isn't it? I bet it is. All right, confirm in the chatter. My brain this morning. I'm pretty sure it's a Stanwood. Anyway, I do love my ball winder. It was new from Christmas, and my husband got it for me because he asked what I wanted, and I told Stanwood. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, it was just like the only thing I really, 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 really wanted, and he got it for me, which was wonderful. Yay! So I've been working on my Namibia shawl. So proud of myself that I can say words now. Like, Kristen is so cute because she's always just like, I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and like normally not that I pride myself on being like able to pronounce things better, but like typically I check in to see, and that one just caught me way off guard because I hadn't heard anybody, and I hadn't, nobody else had podcasted about it yet, and I didn't know how to say it. So now I'm very sure, and I feel very very secure in telling all of you that it is the Namibia shawl. Yeah. So once again, you've seen this beast happening for a bit. Turned the corner a little while ago, and now I'm in here, and it is so pretty. It is so fun. I did try my very, very darndest to have it done for the trunk show, and I meant to even just bring it to the trunk show so I could show people, but I ended up having to show them pictures of the pattern on my phone because I totally forgot to bring it. It was a very, very hectic morning, I'll say that. We did leave an hour later than I wanted to. And it took us almost an hour to get there, and we had to stop for cash so that I could do a cash sale at the same time as the card sale, and my Square worked out pretty well. Pat had to make up a Wi-Fi though. He had to like use his phone as a Wi-Fi so that the iPad would work, because it doesn't work without Wi-Fi, because I didn't buy a plan for it. All these things. Anyway, I'm working on the Felix Felicis last color, and it is just coming along. I got just like six repeats done here, and I did a ton the last time. Yeah, it was like a whole day of work. So it's so close, but I'm at the point where I'm like, can you be done? Please, I just want you to be done. I just want to wear you. But I think it's gonna be giant, which is what I wanted. When I start to like do this, it's a blanket, like it's massive. Oh, it's really pretty. But it's not done yet. It's currently living in my Hermione bag. So pretty. This is by Lila Styles. Got it. And look at that, proof that I finished socks, guys. Absolute hardcore proof that I finished socks. So proud of me. I'm so proud of me. Got a whole pair of needles here. And actually, I think I'm gonna trade them in, because you can see I'm using this, like, are they Chiago? I don't think they are. I think they're just basic metal US 2s. So I gotta switch them back down to better needles, because there is no way that I'm gonna get these done on these needles. No way, not happening. So I'll put those back here, and end on end. Yeah, I really hope you guys aren't too tired of seeing that thing, because I am almost done. Oh, thank you. She likes the colors I chose. They, those colors inspired all of my house kits. So, the shawl, the Namibia, only calls for 3 colors, so I did a little bit of, making it up as you go type of thing. Alright, so, things that came back with me from the trunk show. If you check my Instagram, you will have seen that I now, on the inside of that door, have about 5-6 hooks across and probably 7 hooks down or something. Like quite a bit of yarn, a whole rainbow of yarn. And I wanted to show you, well, one, the ones that I nicked off the wall, because couldn't resist. So I have a new colorway. This is called the Pensive, named by my husband. Go Patrick. Pensive. This one got a lot darker, as you can see. So pretty. So pretty. The Pensive. So this one, I think I stole this right off the wall. I don't think it got to the trunk show. Ironically, none of the Pensives sold. I felt a little bit bad about nicking one off the wall, but then they didn't sell. But I just think they're so pretty. So I'm gonna put them in the shop anyway. Sometimes, you know, like it's just the crowd. Like these are just like, this is my heart. This is what I look like on the inside, I'm pretty sure. So pretty. So, and then these 2 skeins are the new Herbology colorway. So I did a Herbology kit with mandrakes, mandragora, and sprout, and then I decided that there needed to be a fully like Professor Sprout Herbology class colorway. So it's got some greens, it's got some browns, it's got some oranges, like just really fun. You can see some of them here. And I just, so pretty. She's like, I was gonna get those. It's okay. I'm like, I've learned that you can't take anything too personally, honestly. Like, sometimes things just take, you know, or they picked up two of something else type of thing. And yeah, so these were the newbies, and I just think that they would look gorgeous together. Like, I think that they would make a really fun, something like a West knit that has a lot of, or like a color affection, something that would have some striping in there that could just, yeah. So again, I'm gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna list them and take photos, and then I will make more of anything. And if I don't list enough of a certain base or something, just message me, because I'm really good with that. Oh, the sock kit. Oh, I love it. And then I had one new one, and this is called Sweet Shop, and it's just candy bubblegum colors. I'm so excited, and it's just kind of fun. So yeah, Sweet Shop would also go really great with pensive, I think. Yeah. So these are the three newbies that went to the trunk show. I'm not sure any of Sweet Shop sold either, actually. But that's neither here nor there. It all lives here now, and it is happy to go home with you at any time. There will be a coupon code of golden ticket, all one word, for 10% off your entire order. I have added tons of listings to the coupon code, and I'm gonna go back through and check if I missed any. I'm pretty sure I got all the Christmas colors, and I got all the new colors, and the shop is like personally today on vacation because I have a lot of tidying to do, so I have to check what's on the wall, list it to the shop on the basis that it's available, so that I can sell the things on the shop before I'm making more things and just these sit forever. So everything should end up with the coupon code, but if I miss it on a certain skein, just politely email me and I can try and fix that for you. And I think, una más. Sound of Happiness. Where's the other one? There you are. So for the first time, I had sock sets available at the trunk show, and I have yet to add their little card in, but I wanted to show them. So it is a 100-gram skein with a 20-gram mini that I felt matched with the skein itself. So this one is Leaky Cauldron mixed with pumpkin pasties. This one is Yule Ball mixed with pepper imps. This one is Slytherin's Monster mixed with Peruvian Darkness powder. And this one is Pumpkin Pasties mixed with Padfoot. And I had them wrapped for the trunk show, but I'm taking them all out of their little wrappers and I'm putting them in plastic for you instead. So those will also all be available, and the sock sets were going for $32. And I think that's everything around me at this time. Yes. So one whole podcast. How are we doing? It's 10:43. I have no idea how long we've been podcasting. Okay. So more coffee. I do love this new little mug. It's so fun. Okay. So things that I've been thinking about. I have well, it used to be called a Garter Breeze by Stephen West. Now I think it's called a Smooth Move. It's been renamed. I did find out that the book that I bought comes with a digital download in the back cover. What? So after I wrote in my book for the dotted rays, which I don't mind because it's notes that are relevant still. But because I wrote in my book, I wasn't able, it's just like I didn't know that I had all these patterns that I could print out, destroy, and then toss and still have my book look nice. Anyway, it's harder to pull a book around and keep it open with your pattern and everything too. So yeah, I have caked up 3 skeins of yarn. Pat picked out Polyjuice Potion and 2 skeins of Mr. Darcy. One was a little darker than the other. And then he also picked out Lemon Drop. He shopped that right before the trunk show. He like took 4 skeins out of my thing and was like, these are mine now. And he's like, I want like a big scarf wrap blanket thing with them. So shawl basically. And it's gonna be exciting. So I've been kind of mentally prepping for that, and I was gonna cast it on Friday because I didn't feel well and I wanted something to make myself feel better. And then I was like, no, I really 100% have to get the Namibia off the needles first, because if I don't, like, it's just, yeah, it's gonna be a hot mess. But yeah, so what else? I want to cast that on, and my first official day off is Friday, so maybe Friday, but I do have a dentist appointment in the morning, which is why we're podcasting now, so that I'm able to get everything done. I do have the sink filled with water, and it's prepping for yarn, and yeah, I'm so excited. All right, my screen froze, so let me know if anyone else's screen is also frozen or if that's just me. I think this happened last time and it was just me, which is fine. Also, I think the last podcast I have a hole I have to fix. I took my deep green sweater and I put it on backwards to try and see if I could knit the Yule Gran. All right, you're frozen here as well, but you can hear me perfectly. How odd. All right, let's do a little rotational and see. I can't fix that for you. Ha ha, ha ha. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna plug in and you'll be able to see me again in a few seconds. Fixed, better, okay, here we go. Coming back around. I haven't worked out, yeah, now you can see how I see you. There it is. Sorry guys. Yeah, please tell me if that ever happens. I think I just had a low power mode, so it kind of stopped filming for a second there. A little ridiculous, but what are you gonna do? So anyway, there we are. Hopefully that's better. Ugh, and I'm still shrinking. So anyway, I was debating doing a Yule Gran in a dark color. I actually did do a bit of a swatch with some Knit Picks Wool of the Andes, really pretty, but too dark. I was not getting the pattern the way that I wanted it to. But I do keep coming back to the fact that I would love to have like a deep dark green sweater. So I'm thinking I'm going to knit Amy from the Poison Girls. I'm gonna knit Amy's pattern. I think it's the Frenchie. The Frenchie maybe, but I just think that like that would look really cute, but it's not good for like patterning. So I'm still on the hunt for a green that is going to work. I mean, like, as a yarn dyer I should be able to figure this out, right? But I'm having trouble finding the green that I want, and I want it to go with the Christmas dresses that I have, because like I would just hate if the greens didn't match up. So after looking up things, I've seen that it takes like a medium to a lighter green to really show off the tree, and also you're utilizing a lot of the light and shadows that happen when you just wear clothes to be able to show off the Christmas tree in the middle. So it's just things that I'm learning, things that I'm working out. I am going to knit that darn Yule Gran this summer sometime, so I have it, but I really desperately need to knit some sleeves on my Weasley sweater, and I would knit them like cuff up, so all I have to do is put it, like, sew it together, but I want to decrease the amount of stitches that are on there because the armholes are huge. So I'm thinking of doing like kind of a pretty rapid decrease around this part of my arm so that from my elbow down fits not like super tight because that would look a little silly I think, but like pretty fitted, and then the cuff will have like a good hold on it. So I know it's like finish that knit is a knit along going on right now, and I did finish 2 pairs of socks. I'm so sorry I don't have them to show you. I did take a photo of the toothless Night Fury socks, and I will post them on Instagram probably. So I mean, and then I still have my Easter socks on the needles. Is that the only? That might be the only. I have Easter, Mischief Managed, Peppermint Bark are all mine, and they're all socks that I cast on this year, so they count for my box of socks. But what else? I have another pair for Patrick. I did gift him the orange and blue ones. Didn't even try them on. He was like, "Oh, thank you, sweetie." You're welcome. Put them aside. Like they're just sitting on the desk. Maybe he's admiring them from afar because it's too hot to wear socks right now. I was like, "Do they fit? Did you try them on?" He's like, "Not yet." Okay. I wish everyone was as excited about socks as I am. I don't know. But yeah. And what else? We had our 6-year dating anniversary last Friday. So we spent time together, and yeah, it was fun. We had a good day. I have seen the How to Train Your Dragon trailer. It's the 3rd one is coming out. I didn't see a date on it. I'll have to check. I think it's next year. But I'm massively excited about that. Like when Pat started the trailer, I was just sitting there like, oh, so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Yeah, see, Kay's like, you need to borrow Wyatt. Yeah, I do, because like, I need that level of excitement. Though Amy was so sweet. She came in and gave me a big hug about her socks. She was like, thank you. I was like, I hope I guessed the right size. She told me she was well, I mentioned my shoes that I just got were a 39. She's like, oh, well, I'm a 40. So I looked up what that was, and it was like a couple of 1/8 of an inch larger than my mom. And I was like, done, I'll just use her foot. So that's what I did. I grabbed my mom's, come here. I grabbed my mom's foot thing and just measured for Amy's socks for that. So that was pretty convenient. But yeah, like, I think Kay's lucky to have one of her kiddos who's at least so excited about socks, because I'm hoping in my future that I have, like, of course they're knit worthy, but like knit excited kids. Like Layla seems pretty jazzed about yarn, so I think Mina's like raising her right, huh? Like it's so cute. But yeah, so it was our anniversary, and then the trunk show. So let's chat about that. Give me a pair of socks. I need something to knit on. So the trunk show went really, really well, and I set up a brand new kind of a grid gondola that I had only ever seen at trunk shows and stuff. So it was so excited to have my own and to see all of my yarn set up that way, and it's just amazing. Okay. It's just amazing to like see yourself look so real, like so real. Oh, it's just so cool. So yeah, we got there a little bit late. The fiberists were probably having mini panic attacks, but they were very nice about it. And we set up really fast, and my friend Becky did an amazing job trying to like just hand me things, because she's like, I don't know where you want to put it, just hand you everything and you just put it on the wall. And I did. And Pat got the Squarespace to work out, and there were all of your wonderful test knits that you guys had knit for me. All of those were there. The sock cake that Drew had done was there, and that was fun. It was just, and I tried to do everything kind of in a rainbow aesthetic, because that's how I had set it up on the couch, and personally for me that looked so pretty. So I was like, well, if I think it's really pretty, odds are that other people are gonna think it's pretty too. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. yeah, so it's just like, it was just a big experience and it was very fun. And I tried wine slushies, which was awesome. And I got photos with people that are amazing. And I tried to take some footage. There's a small vlog up. It's just a few minutes, kind of just a tiny itty bitty recap type of thing. I didn't video as much as I wanted to. I was doing a lot of socializing, which is great. And I tried their Paco Rojo blend, which was very pretty. And it was just, oh, it's just amazing. Like, what else? I had some people that had only walked in that day and had never met me before, so that was kind of fun. They were like, I have no idea who you are, but tell me about this yarn. And a few people were like, I met you at Needles Up. Like, it's so nice to see you again, which was nice. Like, it was really, really fun. And everything was like just enough. I had just enough space to be able to put the gondola. I had just enough space to hang all of the pieces. I had just enough hooks to get everything out. I had just enough of, you know, a table to put Pat and Becky. We had just enough chairs. There were 2 chairs for them to be able to sit down. It was just like, oh my gosh, it was just amazing to have just enough to get everything right where we needed it to be. It was just wonderful. And the vineyard itself was really pretty. There were some vineyard cats that I got to pet a kitty, so that was fun. But they didn't come and attack the yarn, so no worries. Everything was safe. And the vineyard wines were wonderful. I brought home a pear blend, which sounded really good, so I have to try that one. I think it's called Ladies Man. I think that's the one I got. Anyway, but yeah, it was just, it was great. And it wasn't that far. It was only an hour away. And we had just enough space in the car to get everything in. It was really, really, really good. And of course, I'm sitting here. There were colors that I could have had 1 more, 2 more of. There were kits that I could have, but you can't live in, you know, can't live in the past. Now I know that that's going to happen. But then, so speaking of this awesome trunk show I got to do, now that I have some time, I'll be able to do some, you know, freshening in the shop, get all those colors up. But I also got a gig with Lovely Yarns. So if you know the Lovely Yarn shop in Hamden, Baltimore, my yarn will be there. I'm so excited. Yeah, she was absolutely wonderful. Melissa was just wonderful to work with, and I'm so excited that I have now, my yarn will be in not 1, but 2 yarn stores. So I am in the Virginia Beach, and now I'm gonna have Lovely Yarns, which I had been going to for like the last 2 years, and I'm so excited. Yeah, it's really, 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 really exciting. Tons of ums. I'm sorry. My brain's a little fried. I'm excited to have more time to dye. Oh, thanks guys. I'm really excited. It was huge, and it all happened in like 15 minutes. I'm not sure if I talked about this last week, week before, but I just like, oh, it was great. I walked in, I brought my yarn. She loved my stuff. Thank you, Kay. She loved my stuff, and she was able to just like, she placed an order. She said the first, you know, week in July sounds great, let's do it. And that was it. Like I walked out with a commission. It was insane. And then the whole day I was just like, oh my gosh, that was so cool. Like, just all went so well. So yeah, I'm still a little like floored. But I'm gonna go start dyeing up some of the yarn. I'm gonna like dye some of the yarn and then get changed again. We have a 1:30 lunch, and I don't think I have to leave until about 1, and it's 11, so I've got some time now, and I can just get just a bit done. I'll start some things cooking that will turn themselves off, so that I can be like out of the house and then come back and finish them up. And there's so much to do, and I'm excited about it. The grade bar, not so excited about, but I do have to get that done as well. And then closing up my classroom, so covering up all of the electronics, covering up all of the shelving, just making everything look nice and pretty. And honestly, I need to get rid of a lot of stuff that I've just been keeping over the last years that I'm not using. Art teachers are huge hoarders because you never know what you're going to need. Most of the time you don't have a budget to do anything with, so it's like if you can get it, you just hold on to it. But there's a ton of things that I literally found books from 1950, and I'm like, I don't need these. I don't need these. They're falling apart. They're crumbling. Like, I don't need these. So I was just tossing out things that are not going to be helpful to me, that are just cluttering the room and making me stressed. So I have a nice big art classroom, and I'm trying to utilize one of my tables that I've been using as kind of a catch-all, like a storage space and a place where all the coloring pages go. But I need it for the kids because the boys are getting larger and larger. They're they're taller and their limbs are going, and there's just not enough room when we start working on bigger projects like poster boards. I had kids out in the hallway, like it's just not enough room. So that's something that I'm working on. But yeah, so I'm gonna let you guys get on with your wonderful days. I hope that you are having a nice, relaxing time. My moderators, thank you for popping in and adding to your what would you call it, bouncer skills. And thank you to everyone who just stopped in. I'm so excited to see all these names, and I hope that this setup is working for everyone, where I have, well, you kind of saw it, my camera, my laptop. I can see what you can see on the screen. I can see your comments without looking too far away. So I hope that this worked out. If there's something that you feel still isn't living up to something, like am I not talking loud enough, or are things not in focus, frozen screen, anything like that, please do feel free to just let me know, your worry or anything, and if it's something I can fix, I will. So yeah, I will be working hard today, tomorrow, and Friday to dye up, dry up, and pack up the orders that have been accumulating. And I'm so grateful for everyone who has been supporting the shop. I will be working on the shop this week, so I will post about it on Instagram, but the golden ticket is good until September, so tons of time for that. Excuse me, and yeah, it's just so much to get done between the end of the year, the beginning of the shop, the beginning of summer, more time to dye. It's just been wonderful. But yeah, so I'm gonna go attack things now, and I hope you guys have had a very nice morning with me. I've had a great time with you, and I hope to see you next week. Yeah, that should be no problem. So I'll see you next week. All right, and checking in everything. Yep. You guys are wonderful. Don't forget, golden ticket, all one word. And that'll be 10% off your entire order. If I've skipped any skeins, let me know, and I will try to add them as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna go load up everything you saw in the photo the other day, and all these newbies too will get photographs. So I'm gonna do that right now. Have a great day, guys, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.